Sorry for the intro. I'm just because that I'm back and last video of like my upcoming what if I saw, so if you want to check, go to. Anyways, back to the thing. So hello, I am back. You probably wonder where I been. I have a job and I didn't have like some times to make some videos about it. I do sometimes make a short videos, so keep you guys in handy. So yeah, so back to again. So I was like thinking all the what ifs, and I have one what if that will might be in the video. So I'm gonna let you guys know. And we'll yeah, I'm giving you a hint. It's like a Marvel um something. All right. Anyways, back to got carries away. So today we are today we're going to what if Deku was abandoned or dash Iron Man. You probably like wanted that. That's a weird thing to say, but you all figured it out, or you're gonna get to figure it out. So, anyways, so not further away, because this is like a 1 minute, a long time explanation. Anyways, let's get to it. So the story will be like exact same like as a story, but a little change of Midoriya's family, including his father, because in that time his father is still around with him, including so but in this time, their parents are greedy in this universe. This is my time, and yeah. So, because in this time, or Ingo and Hisashi are greedy parents. They want their child to have a powerful quirk. So, once he gets older and becomes the number one hero, they will get all the greedy money and fame of themselves and their child also. Like they're like the same thing as Endeavor's past, but then they didn't like fully train him like brutally. But Midoriya also, he's not the same as his family. He is very different. He's has a very higher like intelligence, but that makes a little like all like some of the little kids like call him a nerd or a computer like that. I mean, he was kind of like IQ on that kind of. Anyways, so the parents were greedy about him, and they don't. And yeah, so that day, they change. So so they went to the doctors as usual, and the doctor, also known as All for One, tell them about that Midoriya is completely quirkless. And even though he has a good intelligence, we thought that it was a intelligent quirk. But in the end, no. That's his normal brain to yeah, no quirk at all. So yeah. His parents were silenced. Their eye and their face were like covered in shadows. Midori on the other hand, he might after he was quirkless, he was felt upset of all, but in the end, he'll still go to UA because even though he has the intelligence himself, he can make a support items to help the pro heroes in the future. You know what the higher they are, the higher IQ they are, the bigger they are when they grow. I have no idea if they said that, or I have no idea if they said that. So anyway, so he still have a chance to be go to the UA, but not just going to the hero like a hero like training class, but the support item class. So yeah, so so on the way home, both of their parents were silent after the what the doctor said that he is quirkless. Midori was catching up with this. They act like this since they came to the hospital and then they come out with a silence. But he's so young, after all. And soon after that, once they got home, his mother told him that it would be best to go to sleep for tomorrow. Midori does like talking to his mother, but he knew that he'll probably wake up early or he's just study. So he agrees. He went to the his room while their parents like went to the kitchen. So the time skip, the time skip will be 5 years. Yes, four. Yes, four and like is like 9 years. So Midori will be nine. His life, like after the news that he was quirkless, but Midori tried to tell them that even though he has no quirk, he could still be like go to the support items to like help the pro heroes. But they don't, but they ignore him. They don't care of what he wants to go. So that's included Bakugo himself bullying the shit out of him. I don't know how I can say that. Anyway, so it'd be like that, but instead of his mother would be carrying, but she just like scoffing out or ignored him, which Midoriya was confused like why. And over like time skip, his father left. Midoriya tried to told his mother about it, but she said a very busy errands soon. She her tone was strange. So by the end, like, so yeah, so like the time skip, yeah. As soon as Midoriya was so heavy, beaten, and bruised, he went into home until he see a figure like in the living room. He approached it, and it was no other his father himself. Midoriya was happy that he's returned all the way to the. As soon when the Hasashi sees him, he told him, "Pack your things, Midoriya. We're going somewhere." Midoriya was taken aback. Going? Like like road trip? Hisashi nods. Which pack your belongings what you wanted. We'll pack ours. They were he was taken aback, but in the end he thought that it's kind of very important. So he started packing his stuff, including his figure of All Might and all of his journals. I don't know what his notebook journal like he has in like somewhere in the years, but I would say he has 13 or 14 on the can of like season 1, but I don't know. It's kind of hard because like I don't know. Man, I'll just say like 8. So scratch it. So yeah, Midori got all of his belongings, including all of his hero journal or all the analysis of all the pro heroes that he wrote. So yeah, then we in the car. Midori would complain like we're curious about where were they going. You'll see. Until then, we be free. Free. Midori was, even though he's 9, he has no idea why his parents like this. They change ever since at the Cork Doctor. Maybe, but maybe I'm too focused on my head. I think they're have like a stressful day, like, yeah, like that. So so the drive was like an hour away to the Musafar and all the way to the house. Like they somehow went to like the forest, and once they get closer, Midori sees at the window sees a river, an ocean river, like all around. He was taken aback. Vacation hotel? But where and how far? And soon, a few hours, they were at the abandoned the house like next to the ocean. P.S. This is Tony Stark's house before it got destroyed in Iron Man 3. You know, I don't want to like explain the house details. So so as soon as they park, Hisashi has got out of the car, but his car was still on. But Midori didn't pay attention of it. So Midori got all of his stuff, and when he do, he told he went further with his father until Hisashi immediately dropped the bomb. This is your stop. Midori step back, included drop his bags, all of his stuff that he packed. What? What do you mean? This is your stop and goodbye. What? Wait, this might be a mistake. No, I think it was a mistake of you. Midor was suddenly taken back, including tears. What? What do you mean? We were I thought we would have the best quirks of yours. But as soon as the doctors told us about you were quirkless, we we immediately start to hate you. No, it was our life was ruined because of you. Now we have a quirkless kids, and not just that. All the people around after they heard about you, our son's quirk, they they call us. You have a worthless kids. All that, and we and me and your mother or not so called your mother after all, had enough. We will let you alone. So once so called your mother's grandpa's house. Midor was taken back. He was trying to plead him, like tears around him. No, you can't. I need you. Stay away from me. I don't want a useless kid like you to be in our life. You ruin us. Midor and Mizora just want to lay near him, but Hasashi fire his quirk on around Midoriya, but not around him, like make it a firewall. Midoriya's taken aback, and so he still like go like through it because he didn't like because Hisashi didn't make it like a long fire, just like short. And soon after he get close to him, a fast rock aim him in the chest, and he could hear his bones or his bones crack, and not just the crack, the heart also, and he feel that, or might he feel his heart little bit torn, little bit this like poke like a huge hole or small. And the rock pushed him so far next to his bag that he dropped. He was thinking, what was that? Until he looks, it was no other than his mom. And before yeah, yes, even though Inkle's quirk is taking leases, but she can lift smaller objects, and she can live like small. But I think for me, I would say that she kind of like trained her quirk just in case if because in that night, Hisashi and Nika were talking that they don't want the so called their son. So she needs to like proper her quirk to make it stronger, a little stronger, and that's how it is. The perfect time. Midori was taken aback of that, but he still engrudged the pain that he felt. As soon as he thought that Hisashi told her that that was wrong, but the word that he said, good. I was wondering why you didn't do it early. It doesn't matter. Let's just go before. Yes, our flight will be or moved into America, so we never see our son again. Midori was taken aback with emotions that sad, anger of why, just because his quirk. But as soon he was trying to raise his hand until their car drove away. He was lying down on the floor, but he has a trouble time to breathe. I think his heart got torn open, just small, and his rib cage is completely broken. The fast of the rock, let's say that is, let's just say it's like a ten like how am I supposed to explain this? Pretend it's like a baseball throw, but not just a baseball throw. How they throw it. Imagine with a rock and without no protections. Yeah, that's how the painful is. Midori is like heavily breathing. He doesn't know what to do. He feel like he's going to die here. Just 9 years old is going to die. And soon after he passed out, he heard a robotic voice. Izuku Midoriya, status injured, recover immediately. And that's how it happened. He doesn't know how until he passed out. And once after he wakes up, he gasps in confidence. Like he felt something. He thought that it was a dream. Until he pat his chest, he felt metallic on his chest. Midori stopped until he looks down and sees a an a circle tech on his chest. He was about to like take it off until the robot that the same robot and soon he passed out. I would not require to not remove it. He was taken aback and he turns around and sees an iron figure robot. He has a golden plate. How am I kidding? It's Iron Legions, if you guys were curious after all. And he looks the number of 3. It was taken a very back. Who are you? If you don't required or might apologize, I am or so-called the Iron Legends number 3. I found you lying down on the floor. We detect a people. We scanned their identity. He was no other than Midoriya's families. I approach and I see you on the ground. I scan your conditions that you have a broken ribs, faster like something hit you, and not importantly, your heart. Midoriya's taken aback. What do you mean, my heart? After you were heavily injured, we see that your heart was going, that you were going to die in that state. But luckily, I have saved you and recover a electronics that help you. He looks and sees and also like all the medical equipment, but not just equipment, like helping him. But you could able to move if it cares about his condition. Let's just say it's like the same thing as what Tony got like a art reactor, but not just that. It was like something instead of like holding like a like and like I don't know what's it called, the electricity cube box thing. I don't know. I forgot the name. So not just that, but it was highly tech, able to like survive. He gets up slowly. Where am I? In that location that you were stopped, we are the exact place that we found, or I found you. Uh, Thanks. But wait, isn't this house abandoned? Abandoned what people sees, yes. But you didn't see what's inside. Inside? Until all the until all the lights has emerged to the light. And Midori was completely blind after the shot of light that it was turned on. And soon that he sees all the a room is clean, all clean, like it has never catch a dust. Follow me, sir, if you need to reveal the truth. Truth? What truth? Young Legions didn't talk and take him to the downstairs. And once they were there, they saw a huge room. A huge room, and not just a whole room, a garage room. He sees all the cars, like it was like the old one, and all the equipment and all equipment engine like all the tools. And to his right, he saw a not just one armor, but seven armor on the wall, but fully clean. Their armors are different. He sees the first one was completely junk. Like it's like it was the first time building that. He looks at the silver one. It's kind of like a prototype armor, which that makes himself like right, because he sees other types of armor or like different designs. What is this? I believe that they call it the iron armor room. Midoriya is taken aback until a huge blue hologram orb approaches, appear in the middle of the floor. Who are you? Midoriya was taken aback and fascinated the technologies. Apologize for that. I am Jarvis, a highly technically, or also known as a butler, or some point. Jarvis? How you able, like this? If you may wonder, why are you here? Well, we have scan of your family, or so-called your family once. We don't remember, and he remembered that it was not just a dream, it was reality. He was tears coming down. I just don't know why. I don't know why they did this. Just because I'm quirkless? It doesn't make any sense. Your confusion about this, sir, but it'd be best that he knew that this will happen. Who? I believe you know your grandpa, right? Of one of Inko Midoriya's grandpa? Midoriya remember? Yes, I told her about it, but we only met I told her about my grandpa, and she told me that he passed, which I felt bad for it. But the problem is, I never see his grave. Let's preface, sir, that he will give you a message after his past. What? Until another hologram appears. It was no other than his Midoriya's grandpa is Tony Stark. Is this on? Indeed, sir. And Midoriya hears a Jarvis, but past version of him. Alright, this is my last message if I merely die in a battle. Okay. My grandchildren or my grandkid, if you're reading this, or if my prediction of this happened, or my so-called my daughter, means I was right. Because if you want to know where have I been, and just know that I'm officially be dead now. But my daughter of Inko is a spoiled kid, or at least so-called. And soon as after she met her so-called boyfriend of Hisashi, I know what their true color is because they want their child to be powerful quirk because her telekinesis and Hisashi's fire breath, which I could calculate that that would be so-called power telekinesis, a very firepower quirk. But I have my own 50-50 chance if my calculation is right. That either one, that if my grandkids have a quirk, he will doesn't know about their own true color. And if my calculation is the half one is right, that my grandkids is quirkless, I have a feeling they will abandon you in here. But if I so like I said before, I'll have Jarvis to take care of my place if I don't make it. And my grandchild, if I am sorry if I don't know your name because this is right before your parents' marriage. So I'm sorry to don't know your name. So if you see this place around here is your new home, or like a year, and you might be wondering why here. Well, I have a secret that I kept all the UA government, including the here society, when after the court got reviewed by a baby with his body was fully gold, I knew there would be a bigger threat is coming. So I need one of my children or my grandkids have like a same intelligence as me, and will become like a new Iron Man. And all the armor that you see at the right, yeah, those armor will not connect to you. You gotta make your own armor, and you could have my blueprint. You could have my blueprints of all the marks, and not the mark 1 or 2. Those are the first time I wore the armor, and so I follow all the armors for thanks to my Mark II armor. All the armors, including my party house, include all my Mark's armor that I have made over the past years. I was not just a Iron Man in a suit. I am the first quirkless guy with no powers, just only my armor. So, like that, what I'm saying is that all the armor that you see, you could copy my armor. So I know there will be a UA school there. And once you're fully old enough, I guess it would be your turn to wear my own suit one day. In my secret project that I was about to work on, it's not fully completed. But I'm sure that you will find it out someday. So, yeah. So, if you've seen this or reading this, or to my grandkids, I love you. 5,000. Until the hologram or the video has ended. Midoriya, after hearing all the sentence about this, he was he felt tears, including happiness that he could live or stay here forever. And so when Jarvis scans it, so I guess in that you get all the stories. And soon after a few moments of Midoriya trying to calm himself, he breathes calmly. Yeah, I think I think Grandpa was not lying because I feel like the here society included the government will find this, and not just that, make a bigger threat on the past. What was my grandpa was? Because if this actually his armor that he built, not just not just five armor or seven armors that he built on that stench, but he built more, and he's okay to copy all the armors that, or including the designs, including the parts. But my question is, how do I get the parts? Well, you're lucky for you. He built a secret place, not just far, but here in this location. What? Proceeds to look at the outside of the oceans. My Iron Legions will lead you there. Which Midoriya agrees. Him and the number three Iron Legions fought like look him to see an outside of the water. And so when after Midoriya came outside, the hologram of the area was disappeared, and Midoriya was shocked. It was no other than all the factories, and not just the factories. There were a bunch of materials inside the ocean in the bottom, or I'm not sure the bottom of the ocean, but or like a big, it's like a hologram, like like the same thing as what Black Panther of what they sees in the in the inside, but the outside a huge secret place of Tony kept all the armors. Midoriya was taken aback, and so after that they hologram to back to normal. So him and the Iron Legion were back at downstairs, and Midoriya, with his quick thoughts, thinks, "So this is how all the materials? What was he before that?" For him, old self, he was officially known as the Stark Industries, which he built a missiles to help Stark Industries. That he built missiles in Japan for make a firepower, but that was the old days. Until then, he was captured by the terrorists, making a bigger missiles to make a powerful one. So he knew what to do, escaping, which he built a Marker 1 armor suit, which you can see it on a standage, which Midoriya agrees. And after that, after he was rescued by the Japanese, he declared that his missiles will be shut down, in which that was his good idea. So, and now he built a Mark II one, a prototype of a cylinder design. And after he completion of what the prototype was, he made Mark III. And the time passed, he made every types of armor, all signal one of them. And different types of situation or a challenge place. Until when after the quirk was in view, he knew that his armor cannot withstand of their own power. So he upgraded more all of his old armors, included all the party house one, a, and a very upgrade for the quirks. Yeah, just like you know how the pointers in the X-ray exam and how they got demolished by all the kids with the quirks. Yeah, it's like that, but make it like 10 times upgrade for Tony armorness. So yeah, as soon after that, Midoriya looks down. Also, I may suggest about your news about your new heart. What? My heart? Or what's so called about my heart? Well, to be sure you, we know exactly the happens of Tony's Tony's damage. You see, you're not the only one who has heart damage, because Tony Stark or Mr. Stark was captured, after the missile almost nearly killed him, got his heart a little bit torn, so they kept him alive. And if you try to make your new arc reactor, just to make you sure clear, young sir, that once you build your new arc reactor, you need to find the new element. Because when after what Tony got a arc reactor, when he built it, it was slowly killing him, and with the armor that he wore many times, it will keep grinding faster. That was just to let you know that if you try to make your own arc reactor, you gotta find a new element, which you could guess it, built all the boards. Midoriya looks and sees all the city or like city look like building with like a desk table. And he realized that if he tries to make a new arc reactor, he knew that it will slowly killing him. So with his about that, where is my bags after my so-called family left me? After that, we actually left it where you lie down at. Good. Midoriya looks down, and until his serious face, I guess it's time to make myself a new arc reactor. And that's I'm gonna stop right here. So, what will Midoriya would do? Will he try to build his first arc reactor? And what would he do to try to build his new iron armor? Well, like and subscribe for another part 2 of what if Deku was abandoned or dash Iron Man. So anyways, goodbye or later.
Hey, we can sell our shit here. This man, don't kill him this time. Don't you fucking kill him. I'm selling my shit, man. What? Surprise, motherfucker. Oh, hey, look, this guy sells stuff on the road. Ain't nobody got time for this.